Greetings. It's very important for you to be observant. Because if you're very observant, you will end up and see things that others do not see. And that is why if you born and grow up in what is referred to as a third world country, a country that has been colonized, then you have to know that there have been colonizers who colonized these countries. And it would mean that they had a certain level of thinking, a certain ability in order to brainwash or deceive these people to colonize them. Whether it's been done through violence first of all, and now through a systematic way, it doesn't matter because it's still mind power. It is them using their mind to control your mind. Okay? And that is what brings me to what is happening in the Caribbean based on what I would have seen from the educational system, the political system, and the religious system. To me, as one who's been gifted by divine intervention, you can't make yourself a mystic. Okay? And everybody born in this world with certain gifts and certain talents. So people will accept their preachers and their prime ministers and presidents, but they were never taught about mystics. They were never taught about men who can go beyond the skull. And the reason why they were never taught these things is because those who want to keep the people trapped, they don't want them to get certain knowledge about themselves, neither certain knowledge about other people who can vibrate higher than their agenda or their system. So that is what brings me back again to what I'm saying here and what I would have noticed being born and grew up in the Caribbean. It is the blind leading the blind. And from my experience, the very education that I receive is the same education that my great grandmother and great grandfather and so on. The same foolishness they receive, and they're getting the same result. And when you keep doing the same thing all the time and expecting to get a different result, that is insanity. That is madness. And so, from my observation, I realize that many people are still on a plantation with a plantation mentality, and that is done through a fake educational system that has been given to the masses that doesn't empower them to discover that they have special gift that they're born in this world with. Instead, they prepare them for the job market, and that is why you living in the Caribbean, you have such a thing as the hospitality industry or tourism. Let me use tourism, where people are depending on another set of people who go to the toilet just like them, who take a bath just like them, who have to depend upon the sunlight just like them. And the only difference is that these people, they have more knowledge than these other people because they continue educating themselves, they continue reading books and so on. They educate themselves about money and so on, and they had certain knowledge handed down to them from live to heirs. And these other set of people, they do the same thing to their children, and they take the same programming and the same brainwash and pass it down to their children. So from generation to generation, it's the same thing happening. And they believe that the religious system could set them free, when the religious system is a part of the slavery. And many believe also that the political system could set them free, when that is a part of the slavery. Now, if you look carefully, you'll realize that there are two people on this planet that is giving you a certain promise. One is promising you a good life while you are here, if you will give them your energy. If you would depend solely upon them instead of yourself, if you would believe upon them instead of you believe upon yourself, they're promising you that they'll give you a good life here. And then there's another one who is promising you a good life after you leave here. If you give him your energy, if you believe the foolishness that he's telling you, that a man and a woman was naked, running around in a garden, and you realize that that is your mind. If you do not know that your mind is a garden, and you just plant seed by way of thoughts, and you don't get the fruits, we refer to as a personality. If you don't know that, then you will believe that there's a devil. You will believe that there's a hell and a devil outside of yourself, you know. So you believe that things happening on the outside that never happen from the inside first. But if you have any common sense, you know that everything is created twice. First in your mind and then in the physical world of matter. So when you understand that there's a science, a divine science, a hidden science that is only known by the few, then you would realize that it is the blind leading the blind. And I can say that because I was blind just like everyone else, because we were taught to be blind, we were taught to be idiots, that we mustn't think for ourselves, and we must just believe everything will be pushed down in our truth. That's why you can't go to church and question the pastors. No, they throw you out. Okay, they say you're causing confusion. You can't go to school and question the teachers either, you know, or try to contradict them, they throw you out. The same thing with the political system. You can't talk too much against any political system because they're going to demonize you. Okay, they own the media, they own so much of different things that they can shut you down. Okay, so the point that I want to get across to you is to become more observant. And if you become more observant and become more open-minded and learn to think for yourself, you see, it is the blind leading the blind. That's why you have to learn to lead yourself. And you have to let your intuition lead you and guide you. That's your inside teacher. You born with that power from the time of your birth. What intelligence told you to suck your mother's breast? That same intelligence is the intelligence that can give you anything that you desire in this world. So, my brother and my sister, if you're listening to me what I'm saying, if it makes sense to you, and you know there's something definitely wrong with a lot of things in this world, but you can't put your hand on it, and this video finds you, and it really resonates with you, it's for you. But if you listen to me and you think I'm a crazy man, you think I speak a foolishness, it's not for you, please don't even comment, just move on, go your way, do what you want to do, okay? Because you will always have the blind and you will always have those who could see. Okay, that is why you are told in a blind eye country, a one eye man is king. You realize if someone knows how something works and you do not know how that works, you know the number they could do on you? Man, I could go on and I could go do so much of different things to show you what does be happening. And that is why I can't be like those preachers taking your money. And sending my children to university and giving my children the best of the best and living in the best places and your congregation catching the royal. That's what's happening in churches, you know. The congregation suffering and the preacher living a sumptuous and luxurious life and promising them a good life when they die. I can't do that. And that's why, my brother and my sisters, I'm saying to you, learn to use your power, your imaginal power, your mind power to achieve your every desire. Challenge yourself for 30 days in manifesting something that you desire in this world. Start small first. Do something whereby it feels natural to you. Don't do something that feels unnatural to you because you wouldn't be able to do it without. But when you do something that feels very, very natural to you, you start from small and you start to see it start to happen and start to manifest. Then you start to realize what they're hiding from you and what they don't want you to know. Then you're going to realize that the blind leading the blind. And that's what I want you to do. That is why when I do my videos, I don't call for tithes and offering. No. But there are people who will put the things that I'm saying to work in their life. The people will see the changes in their life. And as a result, they will give. Because they will understand the principle of giving. Why do you think I am giving first? I'm not receiving. But the preachers are receiving the tithes and the offering. Every week. Before you ever get anything. So I'm giving you knowledge to apply. And when you apply it, it becomes what? Power. And when you get the power and you get the results, I don't have to ask you for anything. So, with that being said, my brothers, my sisters, I want to thank you very much. And let me say again, if what I'm saying, if it resonates with you, if it makes sense to you and you have a subscriber rate, I'm definitely encouraged to subscribe, to like, to comment, or to share this video. Also, if you want to go a whole of my work, I'll definitely encourage you to check out all of the links that are down below. So with that being said, I just want to say peace. Out.